sneak peek of our song for today. Hi everyone, my name is Liz and this is Get Your Play Online. Today in ASL we are going to learn about underwater sea animals. So we've got a lot of fun stuff that we're going to be doing today. So as we do every time, we are going to go over the flashcards, and then what we're going to do is we are going to read a book as we do every time. And this week, our book is from National Geographic Little Kids, and it is Ocean Counting. So we're going to also practice our counting today. And then we've got a very fun activity, if I do say so myself. So I posted some pictures in the comments of today's video, or of today's schedule post. So if you go to the schedule post, there will be pictures that look like this. This is one of them, and then there is another one. And what we're going to do is we're going to make some little puppets to play in the water with. So I also have, so to make these little puppets, I have a bunch of them. I have a dolphin, and an octopus, and a fish, and a little jellyfish, I think, or is that a squid? Jellyfish. So we're going to make these. So to make these, again, go back into the comment section of today's schedule post, and you should be able to see these pictures. And what you're going to do to make these is you're just going to print it off, and then you are going to need some scissors to cut them out with, and then a craft stick or popsicle stick and some tape, and you're just going to cut out the picture and then tape it onto the back. So we're not going to go too in depth into doing a bunch of them. I do have a few that we're going to cut out together, but I'll just show you quickly how to do that, and then we are going to do some water play. So for that, what you will need is a bucket or something to play with some water in. And then I have a pitcher of water over here set aside. And what we're going to do is we're going to put some of the water in it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our little puppets, and I'm going to put them behind and make it look like they're going through the water. So that is going to be today's fun activity. And then we'll listen to a song as we always do, and then we will be done for the day. And you'll also probably want a towel for the water play. And I think that's it. So all you need for today is the picture and the popsicle sticks and tape and some water to play with. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing we always do is we go through and review the flashcards for today. And today, since it's underwater week, we're going to be learning about underwater animals. So I'm going to put that one down, and we're going to learn our first ASL sign of the day. Are you ready? The first sign of today is dolphin. So dolphin looks like that. So you're going to have your one arm like this, and then your one arm is going to look like a dolphin swimming through the sea, diving in and out of the water. So this is like the water, and then your other hand is like the dolphin diving in and out of it. Let's see. It's a little dolphin. All right, are you ready for our next sign? Our next sign is otter. Let me see if I can find an otter in my sticks. Let's see, or did I not cut that one out yet? Oh, that's one I'm saving for later. So we have an otter. So to fingerspell or to do otter in sign language, it's kind of special because there's no sign for it really. So what we do is we fingerspell it. So how we spell it is O, and I do have another live on fingerspelling. So if you need to go back and review some of those, we are going to be doing a bunch of fingerspelling in this live because a lot of the animals don't have good names for them. But it's O, so you put your hand in an O, and then T, and then another T, so you kind of just put your index finger and have your thumb in between it, and do like your thumb is peeking out from between your fingers. And then another T, so it's O-T-T, and then an E, which you curve your fingers, and you bring them to your thumb like this. E, and then an R. So for R, you curve your index and your middle finger around each other. So let's review. O, T, T, E, R. Great. Okay, let me tilt this up a little bit. Okay. Our next sign is seal. Seal is a pretty fun one. So for seal, you take your hand and your arm and you kind of go like this. Because seals have really loud noises that they make. So that's like their mouths making the noises. Great job. I'm sure you guys are doing really good following along at home. All right, our next sign is another pretty fun one. So we're gonna chomp like an alligator. Are you ready? So you're gonna curve your fingers like they're sharp teeth. Curve your other fingers like they're the sharp teeth. Then go nom 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 like you're an alligator. Great job. All right, that was alligator. All right, our next one is whale. So for whale, you put your 3 fingers that are in the middle, and then down, and then have your thumb and your pinky out, and you go side to side like a whale going through the water. Just like that. Here, I'll go sideways so you guys can see better. That is whale. All right, whale. And our next sign is squid. Now, squid is another one that we have to finger spell. So let's do it together. S, Q, U, I, D. Perfect. Let's do it one more time. Finger spelling is kind of hard. So S, so you make a fist with your thumb on top. Q, just like this, with your 2 fingers down. U, so 2 fingers up and together. I, with your pinky up. D, D, so a D looks like that. And that is how you do squid. Great job, guys. All right, our next one is, and I think this is a squid. Have been forgetting to show the pictures. Next, we have a sea turtle. So, turtle, fun fact, is one of my favorite signs. And sea turtle is another one of my favorites. So, for sea turtle, you put your hand like this, so flat with the thumb out. Put your other hand on top of it the exact same way, thumb out and flat hand. And then you kind of flop the thumbs up and down, or in a circle. Just like that. And that's how you do sea turtle, which is a pretty fun sign. And then turtle, it's not in the flashcards for this week, but we've done it before. And I mentioned it was one of my favorite signs. So for turtle, you have your thumb up and you just cover it. And it's like your thumb is a little turtle head sticking out of the shell. So that's turtle. All right, so that was sea turtle. Ooh, let's see if I have a little sea turtle to show you. Do I have a little sea turtle? I don't see my little sea. Oh, there's my little sea turtle. So you see, these things are like our thumbs. All right, let's see what our next sign is. Our next sign is algae. So algae is the stuff that's on the bottom of the ocean. Or no, the top of the ocean. It's usually green. So algae is another one that we have to finger spell. So it's A. Oh, sorry, I had a hiccup. A L G A E. Perfect. Let's do that one more time. A L G A E. Algae. Good job. All right, another fun sign. Let me see if I can find a lobster. So I'm not sure if this is a lobster or a crab. But oh wait, I have two of them. So this is Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. And I was going to show you this later for our water playtime, but Sebastian moves. Isn't that cool? So that's our friend Sebastian. We'll see more of him later when we do water play. But going back to our original talking points, we have lobster as our next sign. So lobster, yeah. I just wanted to make sure that the rest of your hand needs to be down. So for that one, you hold these two fingers down with your thumb, and then you act like you're cutting the air with, like your two fingers are scissors, and you're cutting the air. Cut, 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 cut. So lobster. Great job. And that sign is that way because of the pincers that lobsters have. All right, are you ready? Our next sign is shell, and shell is also finger spelled. I said that at the beginning of this one that this one has a lot of finger spelling today. So we have S H E L. S H E double L. So when it's a double L, you slide your hands. Shell. All right, our next sign is walrus. And if you know what a walrus is, I don't think I have a picture of one. Oh no. That makes me sad. Oh well. So a walrus, let's see. Is there a picture of one in here that I can show you? We'll find out later. But a walrus has two big tusks coming out of their mouth. So tusks are like their teeth. So they have two really, really big teeth that come out of their mouth. So for walrus, you make your hands into two O's, and then you drag them down from your mouth. Like you have two big tusks coming out of your mouth. Isn't that funny? Great job, guys. All right, our next sign is shark. So shark is another fun sign. So for shark, hold your hand like it's a fin, or the thing that sticks up out of the water from sharks above your head, and you just tap your head with your wrist a couple of times. Great job, guys. You guys know the sign for shark now. So when you do that, just like that. Great job. All right, so we don't have a picture of a narwhal, but narwhals are like the sea's unicorns. So they have really long horns coming out of the top of their heads. They're really fun. You guys should look up a picture of them. So a narwhal is finger spelled because there's not a good sign for it. So it's N A R W H A L. N A R W H A L. Perfect. All right, our next sign is frog. Oop, I dropped my frog. And this is our frog. So frog, you put your hand under your throat, and with these three, you open up. So these are your thumb, your index finger, and your middle finger. Like a frog ribbits. And that's how you sign frog. Great job, guys. Frog. Okay, our next one is a special one. It's polar bear. Now, if you watched my color or my animal live before, you'll know some of these signs. So, it's a combination one. So, white, 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 oh wait, white. Sorry, that's like white, and then bear. So, white, bear, white, bear, white, bear. So that's how you sign polar bear, because polar bears are white bears. Let's see. No, there's a picture of one in here. But there's probably a picture in here. We'll see it later, of course. Okay. The next is a seahorse. Now, let's see. Do we have a picture of a seahorse? I don't think we do, but seahorses are really cool. Holding it the wrong way. So, sea or ocean is just like this, like the waves. And then horse is two fingers and down. Horse. Awesome job. So, sea, horse. Some signs are combinations because some words are combinations of things. All right, our next sign is crab. So let's bring back I'm not sure if these are lobsters or crabs, or if it's one of each. I think this might be a lobster and this might be a crab, but this one might be a lobster and this might be a crab. But they look very similar to each other. So, lobster or crab. Anyways, So lobster, or crab, I should say, is very similar to lobster, except for with lobster, it was just like this, whereas for crab, it's like this. Crab. Great job. It's like they're pincers. All right, so are you ready? Our next sign is stingray. So stingray, do I have one? Yeah. No, I don't think that's one I could find a picture of. So stingrays, it's like this, and then it's going away from you. And that's stingray. That's the sign for stingray, which is pretty fun. So next is octopus. So for octopus, you hold one hand like this. Yeah, one hand like this and one like this. And you wiggle your fingers. So octopus have lots of legs. Yeah. And that is the sign for octopus. Ooh, I think I do have an octopus. Where did my octopus go? Maybe I didn't have a picture for octopus. Yeah, I don't think I had a picture for octopus. Okay. Our next one is snail. So this one's another finger spelling one. So for snail, it's S-N-A-I-L. S-N-A-I-L. Okay, our next sign is beaver. So beavers have two really long front teeth. So the sign for beaver looks like this. So it's like they're coming together. Just like that. Great job, guys. All right, and now our next sign is crocodile. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can hear my puppy barking in the background. Crocodile is just like alligator. So crocodiles and alligators are very similar. So that is crocodile. So we already kind of know this one because we learned it earlier, but ocean is like the waves. Okay, and our next sign is jellyfish, and jellyfish is finger spelled. And this, if I remember right, is a jellyfish. So jellyfish is Jellyfish. So jellyfish. Jellyfish. Perfect job, guys. Next, we have fish. I have this fish, and this fish looks like Nemo, doesn't it? All right, so we have fish. Fish. Just like that. Great job, guys. All right, our next sign is water. So, water. So you make the sign for W, and then tap it on your chin. Water. We're almost done, guys. You guys did a great job. Next, we have starfish. So starfish is finger spelled. Starfish. 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 Great job, guys. Okay, our next one is penguin. Penguin is a very fun sign. I do have a penguin. So, we have a penguin. And penguins waddle when they walk. And they have these fins right here. So, for penguin, might be easier if I stand up to show you this one. Hold on. So, for penguin, you put your hands on your side and you flap your hands up and down like you're a penguin. So just like this. Flap, flap, flap. Great job, guys. That's the sign for penguin. All right, our next sign is clam. So we have our palm and our other palm, and we put them together, and you just open it up. Just like that. And that's the sign for clam. All right, now we're going to our last sign, and then we're going to read a book. So, our last sign is coral. And coral is another finger spelled one. You guys have really stuck in there today. We had a lot of finger spelling today. So, to finger spell coral, you do C-O-R-A-L. C-O-R-A-L. Perfect. And that is all of our signs for today. That took a very long time to go through all of our signs because we had a lot of them today. So I'm going to set that aside. And we are going to get into our National Geographic Little Kids Ocean Counting book. And this one's by Jeanette Lawler. And the photographs in this book are by Brian Skeery. So, National Geographic Little Kids Ocean Counting. So if you guys see a sign that we know that we learned today, if you guys can do it along with us. So, for example, we have a seahorse. So, seahorse. Seahorse. Okay, let's see. Ooh, we got some manatees, I want to say. Explore our beautiful blue ocean while learning how to count. Visit colorful coral reefs, warm and sunny seas, sparkling ice packs, and other special spots where marine animals live and play. And on your way, discover new ocean friends on a worldwide counting adventure. Are you ready? Let's dive in. 1. Green sea turtle. One green sea turtle swims and skims along the ocean floor. It chomps on a meal of seagrass. See what it looks like a puff of smoke? That is the sandy sea bottom stirred up by the turtles feeding. Did you know green sea turtles often swim hundreds of miles or kilometers to lay eggs on the same beach where they were born? Wow, that's really interesting. So do you guys remember the sign for sea turtle? I'm going to set down my book. Do you guys remember? Sea turtle. Great job, guys. Just like that. Okay, let's see what number 2 is. Harp seals. 2 harp seals nuzzle nose to nose in the icy Arctic. Guess which is the baby? Did you choose the soft, fuzzy yellow one? Did you? Which one did you choose? Is this the baby or is this the baby? Which is this the mama or is this the mama? Mother seal stays close to feed her new pup. 2. This is a 2. Did you know a harp seal mother finds her pup in a large crowd of seals by sniffing for its scent? So they use their nose to smell. So this is the pup or baby, and this is the mama seal. Number 3. Star-eyed parrotfish. So fish. 3 star-eyed parrotfish show colors as bright as a tropical bird. What else about this fish reminds you of a parrot? Ooh. What do you think? What else do you think reminds you of a parrot with those fish? Their mouths kind of look similar, I think. The strong teeth of these fish are tightly packed into a parrot-like beak. Oh, I was right. So they kind of have what looks like a beak, almost. So that's number 3. Did you know many parrotfish blanket themselves with gooey mucus before sleeping at night? Ew, that sounds gross. Number 4. Reef squid. 4 reef squid explore shallow waters. What color are they now? Faster than a blink, they can change colors or patterns. They do this to signal each other, blend in, find mates, and warn enemies. So these are squid. So they look like this. This is a squid. So you can see the pretty picture of them. Did you know a squid's many arms are attached in a circle around its mouth? Oh wow, that's really interesting. Number 5. Pink sea star arms. 5 arms on this pink sea star bend and flex. Tube-like suckers underneath these arms hold the sea star in place. What else do the suckers do? They grab food and help the sea star move. Wow, what a pretty picture. Pink is my favorite color. Pink is my favorite color, so this is a really pretty picture. Did you know if an arm breaks off, a sea star can grow another one? Can you imagine if you broke off your arm and you could just grow another one? That's so interesting. Number 6. Adelie penguins. 6 Adelie penguins waddle over ice toward open water. Which penguin looks ready to dive in? Ooh, which of these penguins do you think is going to dive into the water? Me too. I think this one. Maybe it is just picking up a stone to line its nest. Oh, that could be too. Did you know young Adelies begin to swim on their own at about 9 weeks old. Can you imagine learning to swim when you're only 9 weeks old? Number 7. Sea glass-eye fish. 7 glass-eye fish dart and dip around coral. Their shiny red scales dazzle like flashes of fire. Can you also count 7 big black eyes? Ooh, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 big black eyes. Did you know the young of this kind of glass-eye fish are spotted, brown, and red? Wow! So these must be big glass-eye fish. Sea otters. 8 sea otters doze in a cozy group, floating on their backs. How do they stay dry and warm? How do you think? Do you guys think they stay dry and warm? Our little sea otters. I don't know. That's really interesting. Their thick, slick fur acts like a raincoat and traps air to keep out the cold. Wow, that's super cool. Did you know sea otters use rocks or other objects to break open shellfish? Very interesting. 9 hammerhead sharks. 9 hammerhead sharks swim together. The sun shines down on them through clear sky and water. How do you think this shark got its name? Its head is shaped like a hammer. I think the picture that I have is of a hammerhead shark. Let's see. Does this picture look like these hammerhead sharks? What do you guys think? Do these look the same? I sure think so. I think they look very similar. Did you know hammerhead sharks can tan from the sun? So, like we stay out all day in the sun and get a little bit of a tan, hammerhead sharks can do the same. That is really interesting. I am learning so much today from this book. Number 10. Bermuda Sea Chub. 10 Bermuda sea chub glide, tails waving side to side, above a colorful reef. Where are they going? Where do you think they're going? Sorry, I had to yawn. Maybe they will visit nearby sea plants to nibble a snack. Ooh, maybe they're going to find some food. Did you know sea chubs swim in schools? A school is a large number of one-of-a-kind fish swimming together. Now that you have finished your counting adventure, let's count our animal friends again from 1 to 10. Oh, awesome. 1 green sea turtle, 2 harp seals, 3, 1, 2, 3, star-eyed parrotfish, 1, 2, 3, 4, reef squid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pink sea stars, 6, Adelaide penguins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 glass-eye fish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sea otters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hammerhead sharks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Bermuda sea chub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's count down from 10 to 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, animal facts. Green sea turtle. Home. Warm and tropical coastal waters, reefs, bays, and inlets. Size about the size of a large truck tire. Food. Sea plants, squids, crabs, and other small sea dwellers. Adults eat mostly seagrasses. Predators. For adults, large sharks. For hatchlings, crabs, shorebirds, and small meat-eaters like foxes, dogs, and cats. Babies. Females lay about 75 to 200 eggs at a time, burying them on the beach. It's really interesting. Harp seals. Home, North Atlantic and Arctic oceans. Size. Weighs about as much as 2 adult humans. Wow, that's a lot. Food. Small fish, including cod, herring, and capelin, shrimp, and other crustaceans. Predators. Polar bears, killer whales, and sharks. Babies. Born on pack ice. Star-eyed parrotfish. Home. Warm and tropical rocky and coastal coral reefs. Size about as long as a cat. Food, seaweed and algae. Predators, eels, sharks, larger fish, and octopuses. Caribbean reef squid. Home, the Caribbean Sea. Size about as long as a pencil. Food, small fish, other squid, snails, slugs, and shrimp, and other crustaceans. Babies, females lay 7 to 8 eggs in a capsule deposited on the sea bottom, usually on dirt, rocks, sand, or gravel. Pink sea star. Home, found in shallow to deep waters in all oceans. Size can grow up to about the size of a large pizza. If you think about a large pizza, that's about how big a pink sea star is. Predators are seagulls, and babies are females and males release gametes that join in the water. Adelie penguins. Home, Antarctica. Size, weighs about as much as a very large watermelon. So think about a really big watermelon, and that's about how much a Adelie penguin weighs. Predators at sea, leopard seals and killer whales. On land, giant petrels and skuas. Babies 1, sometimes 2, hatched in a rock-lined nest. Glass-eye fish. Home, coral reefs worldwide. Size about as long as a man's foot. So that's pretty long. Food, small fish, plankton, and other invertebrates. Predators, bony fish, and seabirds. Babies, females scatter many eggs in the water. Sea otters. Home, shallow coastal waters of the Pacific Ocean off of North America and Asia. Size about the size of a large dog. Food, so that's pretty big. Food, clams, mussels, urchins, crabs, squid, octopuses, snails, and fish. Predators, for adults, killer whales, sharks, and sea lions. For pups, bald eagles. Babies, they have 1 and they're born in the water. Hammerhead sharks. Home, Warm and tropical seas, bays, and lagoons. Size about as long as a small car. Food, many bony fishes, squid, octopuses, other sharks, rays, crabs, and lobsters. Predators are larger sharks. Babies are about 12 to 36, born live in the ocean. Bermuda sea chub. Home, shallow waters of the Atlantic Ocean, mostly off Florida, USA, Caribbean islands, and the Gulf of Mexico. Some are in the Mediterranean Sea. Size about the length of a child's baseball bat. That's really long, actually. Food, most sea plants and algae. Predators are sharks, barracuda, and other large fish. Babies, females, lay many eggs in the water. And this is just a message from the author. Then this is a map of some of the places that the pictures were taken. Isn't that cool? This is such a cool book. All right. So let's get started with our water play. But before we do, let's go ahead and cut out a couple more of our pictures. And I'm going to bring it down here so you guys can see what I am doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this out. And this is something that you guys can come back to later and do more of. I'm probably only going to have time to cut out one of them, maybe two. Maybe I can cut out the whale as well. But I want to make sure that there's time for our song and to do some water play. Our flashcards took a long time today. We had so many ocean animals to learn about. Did you guys have a favorite ocean animal that you learned about today? I really like sea turtles. Sea turtles are super duper fun. I also really like whales and starfishes. And then we're going to play, once we get these cut out, I'm going to play a little game with you and see if you guys can remember how to sign some stuff. So I'm going to put my water into my tub. Then I will hold the picture up behind the water and see if you guys can remember at home what the sign is for it. And if you can sign it. So when I hold it up in the back, I'll give you a little time to think about it and see if you guys can remember what the sign is. And if you have other water play toys that you want to play with while you're doing some water play, that is a great opportunity to go get them now and we can play with them. If you want to follow along. And then we have a starfish. So what we do once we have it all cut out is we grab one of our craft sticks over here and we set it on the back like that. And we grab some tape. You can use glue, but I like to use tape. And since this one is going to be really hard to get it taped onto because it's so thin, I'm actually going to cut the piece of tape in half. This is a little trick that you can do at home to help so that you can't see the tape as well. But you know what? It's okay if you can see the tape. And then I'm going to stick it on my laptop, the other piece, so that I can save it for another one. So you see I have it on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it this one's a really tricky one to get taped on. Put it across like so. And it's okay if some of the tape sticks out. Totally fine. What you can do is go through and just trim it off. And set it aside. So just trim it off. Perfect. And then you see we have our little our little starfish puppet. Okay, let's cut out our whale quick, and then we will put that one together. Then we'll do some water play. So get your water and your buckets ready because we're going to do some water play. Are you ready for a water play once I get this whale cut out? Anytime I say a word, you guys should practice what sign it is. So whale, do you guys remember what whale is? So whale is like this. And you know what? I'm not going to include these little drops up here. I could if I wanted to, but I'm just not going to. So if you want to and you print off the pictures, you can. I also put mine on cardstock so they'd be a little more sturdy. So if you are wanting them to be a little more sturdy, that's a good option. And if you want to make them a little more water permeable, you could, or make them a little more waterproof so that if they get wet, they won't get ruined, is you could laminate them if you have a laminator. So then you could still play with them and not worry about them getting wet. You could play with them in the bath. So again, I have it cut out now, and I'm just going to take my stick. I'm going to place this down. I'm going to put my stick on it. And then I'm just going to put this piece of tape across there. And again, if you don't have tape, you can use glue to glue it down. I just prefer tape. And then we have another puppet that is a whale. So now I have all of these puppets, and I didn't get a chance to cut out our otter today, but that's okay. It happens. So I have all of these puppets, and I have some water. I'm going to push this back so you can see a little better. I'm going to get out my buckets and set my sea animals aside, and I have my water here, or my towel here, and I have my water over here in this big pitcher. I just didn't want it to spill everywhere. Open my pitcher so I can put some water in here. Pour water into here. Let's see, is my water warm? Ooh, my water is warm. Is your water that you're playing with warm or is it cold? I'm gonna put all the water that's in the pitcher in there. So I don't have too much in there, so it won't spill all over, but I have enough that it'll be fun. So, let's get started. So, what we're going to do is I have all these puppets here, and I am going to play with them behind here. So, for example, I don't know if you can see it. I might bring it up here. So my fish is in the water. He's swimming. Do you guys remember fish? Just like that. I'm going to put my little Sebastian in there. Let's see if I can adjust it so you guys can see a little better. Put it the other way. Tilt it up a little. Try not to spill. I gotta wind him up again. So Sebastian is he's either a crab or a lobster. Do you guys remember what those two signs are? Okay, ready? Oh, he's swimming around. He's on his back. Either way, you can see my little Sebastian floating around. And you can hear his little motor running. But Sebastian is a crab. And then I also have a little fish toy to put in there. Fish! Just like that. Okay, so I'm going to grab a couple of them and see if you guys can remember what they are. So let's see. Which one do I want to do? Let's see. Do you guys remember what this one is that's swimming through the water right now? Actually, can you guys see him back here? Can you guys see what animal is swimming through the water right now? I'm going to swim him one more time across the thing. Alright. It's a whale. Good job, guys. I'm going to do one more and then we'll do our song, okay? Let's make it a really good one. Okay. Can you guys see what animal is swimming across? Ooh, what animal is it? Can you guys tell? Can you guys do the sign? What animal is swimming across our water? It's a dolphin. Good job, guys. Let's just do one more. Let's see, what's one that we haven't seen very often? We'll do this one. So this one's not going to go in our water. It's going to go on top of it and hop along it. So do you know what it is? Hop, 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 hop. Hop, 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 hop. He's hopping on our water. Here, I'll bring him up here. He's hopping on top of the water. Hop, 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 hop. Do you guys know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's a, bring it up. It's a frog. Good job, guys. All right, let's listen to a song quick and then we'll be done. Oh, wow. All right. That was it. Thank you for joining us today. This is a little bit longer of an ASL live, but thank you guys for joining us for ASL today. I hope you guys enjoyed some water play and learning about some sea animals. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys come back for a bunch of our other programming that we have going this week for sea animal, or for animal week. Oh my gosh. For underwater theme this week. All right. Bye, guys.